Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and this is an intraday for Nasdaq to see what it happened and what it might happen as well next for Nasdaq and SPX. Of course, we're gonna take a look as well. So starting here in this area where we start a recovery of the market 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially, we are calling a potential top for the wave 1 here in a wave 5. What if a wave 5 is finished or not yet, right? Or not yet, and that means, of course, still looking for higher. Now, we saw a confirmation for lower, of course, in this area. If we dive deeper a little bit here, you can see that we already passed, of course, this line. And that means it is hard to call this a wave 2. You took the low already, which is not, of course, it's not a good wave 2. And I believe that this is not a wave 2 unfolding for this diagonal. Almost we have invalidated a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 5. It's not possible to take it, of course, from the low here. And therefore, I start to tend to see something else unfolding, which it might be a top, even that we are looking for a rejection here. I still see, of course, a potential finished top here for Nasdaq, and potentially we have 1, 2 already as looking as an impulse, 2, and then 3. Now, basically, you don't want to see, of course, if you are moving towards the downside, the invalidation which is very, very close right now. Once we take this invalidation, if taken, therefore, of course, we cannot count a 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And basically, if this is a wave 3, the target should at least be 1.27. And I think in this case, yes, we hit it. Okay, so we hit the 1.27, so we cannot deny that this might be, or possibly, that it is a wave 3, of course, for an impulse toward the downside. What is the 1.27? Here we go. All right, so already hit. Now, invalidation of this impulse is, of course, taking this price, which is the following. All right. So once we take this, meaning invalidation of impulse, it's not allowed to be 1, 2, 3, 4. The wave 4 is not allowed to interfere with the zone 1. Otherwise, invalidation of an impulse. You would like to see, of course, a move toward the downside directly now. Basically, on the move of this shape here, I don't see, of course, that it might move directly. We're gonna take the invalidation, and therefore we have to start to think what is next. So basically, if this happened, I have to shift again here a wave B. All right, and that means you have a potential W, X, and a Y here, finishing a wave B, and that means this final leg for Nasdaq in a diagonal might still be unfolding freshly. Incredible, right? And that because, of course, if we invalidate the impulse, sorry for the noise, if we invalidate an impulse here, of course, definitely you will get a WX and a Y, and high potential that this is what we might get. So WX and a Y, gray, mini gray, all right. Okay, blue is fine. All right, so wave B, and then we move towards the upside, right? And that because it means this impulse or this move right now, which it looks sharp already, it might be a start for a wave C, guys. Yeah, so very, very possible. Therefore, I'm gonna have to bring back the wave 5 possibility here with a target. Yeah, I mean, this is Elliott wave, guys. This is how the things work step by step, and here we go. We might come back to this area, but in different shape, in a different corrective wave. And actually, it would be nicer. I mean, I would like to see a decisive correction, right? I mean, to see something really decisive, clear, and then, okay, A, because this is a clear impulse for wave A. Then we have WX and a Y, and then wave C, and that would be very beautiful ending diagonal, right? So yeah, we might see, of course, a second rally for Nasdaq here, guys. Yeah, so these are the possibilities. Let's see the SPX if it is doing the same as well. So on SPX, we can see some rejection again as well. I would say here we go. This is my wave B already, which I'm still looking for it, and that's why I'm still looking already for the SPX for one more leg toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a wave A, wave B, and a wave C. Very cool. So I'm much convinced right now. I see both scenarios working perfectly. So I think, yeah, I'm much more convinced in this scenario. Otherwise, guys, you would like to see, of course, simply taking the low and continuation toward the downside. If this happened, of course, don't forget invalidation of bullish. No, this is for the impulse. Confirmation for lower here has been taken, but it's still, of course, I mean, based on Nasdaq, if this is repeating here as A, B, and a C as well, or potentially zigzag here, it's still possible. Yeah, so this is just a potential for lower. But yeah, I'm not sure that we're gonna continue for lower. Yeah, so we're gonna see. I mean, it might turn corrective again. I mean, if you take this is your invalidation of bearish. Okay. Oh, just take it. Just take it. So no need for it. It's already invalidated. Okay. So yep. Basically, I'm still looking for higher. Yeah, because yeah, I mean, it was moving down, but yeah, it invalidated the impulse. This is a problem. You don't want to see the 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidation, and that will transform this to WX and a Y potentially, or a zigzag, and then moving toward the upside, right? If we take a look as well for some insights here, so okay. On MACD, we see some red. The momentum is increasing. We see bearish cross. We see also divergence in the top, but also don't forget that right now we see also divergence from the bottom. Here we go. So you have an open price here and another one here. Yeah. So this is also kind of like divergence, and it might of course continue the trend upward. Now, I know the momentum is increasing, but it can shift, guys. Everything can change, as you can see on the 15-minute chart as well. We see the momentum shifting towards the upside, and especially we see a divergence here from the lower lows. You see, okay. Basically, yeah, I'm a little bit tending to see one more wave towards the upside for Nasdaq. That would be a nice shape, actually. It would be nicer and much clearer. Zigzag, zigzag, and a final zigzag. That would be a nice ending diagonal, actually. Alright, so guys, that was it for Nasdaq and S&P. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.